Match Day 1, September 19th and 20th on ESPN.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Galicia in Spain, which tonight plays host to Spain against Saudi Arabia in this international friendly. The World Cup winners kick off their qualifying group next week in Georgia. This then a preparation match and a very special match for Fernando Torres as the Spaniard marks his 100th appearance for the Spanish national side. We'll take you through today's game. I'm Dan Thomas, joined by Tommy Smith.
Well, you might expect that Torres might be fit to get a couple of goals today. It should be that kind of a game, and certainly, as you said, it's a big occasion for him. But it's not an occasion I would think that he is particularly enjoying because of the way things have gone for him in recent times, Dan. But it's a great opportunity for Saudi Arabia to play a great team.
Here come the national anthems. They're just taking a moment to get the music prepared, so it seems. The cameras are ready. The players are ready. The CD player is not. Some awkward silences, and I saw some frantic movement in the...
Señoras y señores, hoy la familia del fútbol.
He's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, today the family of football
en todo el mundo. La FIFA y la
are
Real
dedicated today to fair play of football around the world. Of course, a number of World Cup qualifiers taking place today. Today, the first official day, certainly in Europe, of them. Some big matches, some big teams in action. The way that Spain's group have worked, meaning that they've got today off.
Dentro y fuera del terreno de juego, dando ejemplo y demostrando justicia, imparcialidad y solidaridad en todas sus actuaciones.
Victor Valdez will be in goal, but still a lot of quality on the pitch.
Y de España en su compromiso con la deportividad y el juego limpio.
And both captains now will read out a special message.
En nombre de las selecciones de Arabia Saudí y de España, declaro que jugaremos limpiamente y de acuerdo con las reglas, mostrando respeto por nuestros adversarios y por los árbitros.
Play clean and fair.
نلتزم بالتضامن وعدم التحيز الآن وفي المستقبل داخل الملعب وخارجه.
My Arabic isn't quite as strong as my Spanish, but I'm guessing that a similar message there.
Nos unimos al lema deportivo de la FIFA y declaramos:
أنا ألعب بنزاهة.
Yo juego limpio.
I will play clean, says Fernando Torres, captaining the side tonight with Iker Casillas on the sidelines.
Suena el himno de Arabia Saudí.
The national anthem now of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia then ranked 150 in the world. Spain, #1. Here we go then, it's Spain against Saudi Arabia. Let's take you through the starting 11 that Vicente Del Bosque has named. Fernando Torres, the captain, the side up front as he wins his 100th cap for the Spanish side. Maybe a couple of names you're unfamiliar with. Beñat from Real Betis in midfield. Nacho Monreal from Malaga playing at left back.
Well, when you look at the front three, Pedro, Torres and Fabregas, you figure this might be an opportunity for Torres, Busquets and Cazorla, who's already off to a great start in England, and Beñat in the middle, and of course Juanfran, Albiol, Piqué and Monreal as the left full-back.
Meanwhile, you look at this Saudi Arabia side, coached by Frank Rijkaard, just the one player who plies his trade outside of Saudi Arabia. That's Osama Hassawi. He plays for Anderlecht. Apart from that, you've got a mix here of players from Al-Hilal and Al-Ittihad in the Saudi Arabian League. It will then be Spain to get us underway, playing from left to right.
He might know a bit about some of the Spanish players, mightn't he, Rijkaard?
Oh, indeed, of course, coach of Barcelona. Started that successful era when Ronaldinho was in top form. We're in Galicia, which is in the northwest of Spain, in the Estadio Municipal de Pasarón. Similar, if you cast your mind back when, for example, England didn't have a Wembley, Spain travelled around the country playing these national matches. Very rare are they played in the Bernabeu or the Camp Nou. As the ball's nicked over the top, 39 seconds on the clock as Fernando Torres is offside.
Well, Torres, all he has to do is look across the line. I mean, it's a flat four. Every one of them were standing there.
Thank you very much for joining us here today. Dan Thomas and Tommy Smith with you. As always, it's great to hear from you via Twitter at Dan Thomas ESPN, at Tommy Smith ESPN. Here on ESPN3.com in the US. And on your television sets in Australia and New Zealand as the ball goes out for a throw-in off Gerard Piqué. He was on Twitter today. An avid tweeter, Gerard Piqué, talking about how much he was looking forward to this match. Says Fabregas with the ball out. He's been making a lot of headlines this week after saying that he was not expecting to start on the bench as much as he has so far during his Barcelona career.
Not a happy camper, is he?
Well, he also came out just yesterday and said he wanted to retire in a Barcelona shirt. So maybe slight mixed messages from the man who, of course, joined Barcelona from Arsenal and was arguably...
Maybe he's going to retire next week.
Well, star of the tournament, wasn't
he?
he?
He'd be in a Barcelona shirt. So.
The Euros, and you can see familiar faces, Arbeloa, Alonso, David Silva, Sergio Ramos, Jesus Navas, Jordi Alba, Xavi, all on the bench there for Spain.
Pepe Reina down at the end saying, "Oh, don't take me in." Did you see him? He was looking away.
Pepe Reina has had a miserable time, hasn't he, for Liverpool over recent weeks. Latest blunder against Arsenal. Of course, his teammate here, Santi Cazorla, scoring past him at Anfield. Juanfran with the throw, of course, part of that successful Atletico Madrid side, who were brilliant last week, beating Chelsea. Of course, it was Radamel Falcao who stole all of the headlines in that game.
Bosnia-Herzegovina scored 8 goals today against Liechtenstein. 8-1. Biggest score in a World Cup qualifying for in Europe this time around.
It's a nice ball over the top, and it's taken down well by Pedro. You see Pedro with an 11 on the back, not the 17, of course, we've become accustomed to at Barcelona. He's had a frustrating start to the campaign as well, Pedro, with Christian Teo preferred ahead of him times by Tito Villanova. Gerard Piqué. Benyat. The ball down the left-hand side. It's just picked up by Fabregas.
Great opportunity for Benyat, isn't it?
The Real Betis midfielder continued to impress this season after a fantastic campaign last. The ball's taken by Al-Hassawi. Challenge, Pedro. It's the ball inside. Nacho Monreal on the overlap, and it's the long shot. And it's well wide of the mark from Santi Cazorla.
Well, Cazorla off to a great start with his Arsenal career. Lovely little move here from Sergio. And then Cazorla decides to give it a pop from way out.
It's interesting, Tommy, we always talk about players who make the transition from La Liga to the Premier League, about this bedding in period, takes time to gel, etc., etc. But we've seen, haven't we, with Santi Cazorla, with Michu as well at Swansea, they just seem to have got straight into it. It's Fernando Torres. He's clattered down. Good challenge by Hassan Hawasi.
I thought he was going to get right into it there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that great of a believer in all this bedding in stuff. It depends on the team you're playing with.
Nacho Monreal, part of the Malaga side that, of course, qualified for the group stages of the Champions League. Could be up against Hulk. Group stages, of course. Big money move from Porto to Zenit St. Petersburg.
And we will be tipping off results during the game, so hopefully you're not recording something you want to watch later on. But I can tell you one thing, Italy are in real trouble now. 2-2 again.
Benyat. Clever little ball over the top. Santi Cazorla can't get there, though.
Italy had gone behind 1-0, went back in front 2-1, and now it's tied at 2 apiece. Just a little touch inside. Good tackle here. Torres is good and strong. Two strong men against one another. But that's just a good touch onto the ball. Made it easy for the keeper.
Fabregas into Benyat. PK partnered with Raul Albiol here today. Puyol out with injury. Shift back four for Vicente Del Bosque. Maybe you imagine they'll be under too much pressure. First little bit of football we've seen from Saudi Arabia as Al-Karawi looks to bring it out down his left-hand side. Saudi Arabia and Spain met in the 2006 World Cup group stages. Spain winning by a 0-0. Just missing out, just losing pictures there. If you're in the US, you can see Real Madrid against Manchester City on ESPN Deportes. What a way that is to kick off the Champions League campaign from the Santiago Bernabeu, the champions of Spain against the Barclays Premier League champions, Tommy.
Yeah, certainly that's a big one. That is a huge one. You're going to find out an awful lot of things very, very quickly.
What a group it is as well. You add, of course, Borussia Dortmund and Ajax to the equation there. Welcome back. 10 minutes on the clock. Spain 0. Saudi Arabia 0.
I can't believe we've gone 10 minutes and you haven't mentioned England the way they're playing. Or did you? Did I miss it?
I haven't mentioned England,
oh.
no.
I'm amazed.
But yes, we are going to win the World Cup now.
Oh, okay.
As we're 4-0 up against Moldova.
Bobby Charlton said you're not. So I don't know. Who am I going to believe? You're Bobby Charlton? We'll see.
Alavid brought down there by Juan Fran. Of course, an attacking midfielder when he played for Osasuna and when Atleti signed him. But last season we saw him drop back at right back and he's done exceedingly well So much so, of course, he's a call up to the first team. Starting here today, Benyat to Cazorla. Now it's Fernando Torres. To Nacho Monreal.
I actually feel sad for Fernando Torres. I mean, there's so much pressure on him nowadays.
Benyat. Oh, Tommy, since when have you felt sorry for multi-million-pound footballers?
Yeah, but you know, he means well and he intends to do well. He just can't get it going. Frank Rijkaard, he had all kinds of problems when he was with Barcelona, didn't he? Good ones and bad ones.
Great character, Frank Rijkaard, very likeable.
I don't think he gets enough of credit for what he did with Barcelona, really.
Since then, he's become a bit of a journeyman around football. Hasn't been able to have the same success wherever he's been. Of course, no more dreads. The former Dutch star. Okay, heads it away, taken up in the centre now. Hassawi. Kahiri plays it down the right as Matave leads the chase. España, the chant follows Spain around the country. Nacho Monreal brings the ball down.
Ozil has scored twice for Germany, so the Real Madrid man coming good. It took Germany a long time against the Faroe Islands, but they're leading 3-0 now.
Ball down the left, deflects out, first corner of the game.
Real Madrid and Barcelona with their arm around one another.
Iniesta and Casillas together. Of course, you see a lot of the footballers, especially in Spain, covering their mouth when they speak, because one of the local channels loves to get professional lip readers in to try and work out who's saying what and about who. Luckily, they haven't got those deployed around you, Tommy, or else you could be in trouble.
Oh, yeah? I never say anything to get me in trouble. I just speak my mind.
Musa.
Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but that's what it is.
Who comes off Fernando Torres, Iniesta and Iker Casillas. Roberto Soldado's just left out of this.
Yeah, Casillas is saying, you will never beat me again. Don't ever worry about it. Never.
Iniesta, of course, received a round of applause from every stadium he went to with Barcelona after scoring the winning goal in the World Cup final. Spain, the first ever country to win 3 successive international tournaments. Of course, Euro 2008, World Cup in South Africa, and most recently, victory in Poland and the Ukraine. Now, the ball's come through into Masua. A long shot in the end over the bar from Al Jazam.
Well, Al Jazam just pounced on it. I mean, it broke nicely to him. Piqué didn't look all that swift. Something that's been said about him sometimes. Look at this, he goes down on the ball, doesn't make the contact that he needs, and he could have really messed things up.
Well, the debate goes on about Gerard Piqué, isn't it? He was criticised last season for keeping the eye off the ball, if you like. There's talk of him parting with Shakira, of course his girlfriend, maybe not concentrating on football as much as he should have been.
You're not dragging me into this conversation whether you want to or not.
Juan Fran. Benyat. Nice ball over the top. Taken by Cesc Fabregas into Fernando Torres. See the foul given away. Now it's David Villa who's covering his mouth, of course, back after missing the majority of last season with a broken leg.
There's been an awful lot of things being said on that bench that they don't want any of us to hear, huh?
Benyat, lovely ball down the left-hand side into Nacho Monreal. He's got a little bit of space here to run into. Looking to pick his pass, and it's a disappointing delivery for the Malaga left-back.
And he had the man in the middle. I mean, Torres had made a good run into the middle.
Fran with the throw. Nice delivery inside. It's in the end cleared by Ashirani. Gerard Piqué with the header. Landed. Sam. Little turn, nice ball as well into the centre to Saif here. Okay, down the far side, appeals for handball, nothing given. Gerard Piqué, the clearance. Spain have laboured somewhat in friendlies. Of course, international tournaments, they've been pretty much untouchable, but didn't lose the likes of Portugal, Italy, as the long shot was taken by Victor Valdez. Torres becomes the youngest Spanish player to reach 100 caps, beating Iker Casillas, although it looks like Sergio Ramos will take his record soon. Torres. Now the crowd would love to see him score here today. But is it going to be the Chelsea Torres or the Atletico Torres is going to turn up? Juanfran.
Yeah, I'm sure that Saudi Arabia feel very good looking up at the scoreboard. 19 minutes on the clock. They haven't given up one and really haven't been in that much trouble. But you have put your finger on the pulse here. Spain has struggled in friendlies. I guess it's just, you know, if you win as much as they've won, how can you get yourself up for a friendly?
Very difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pedro. Cazorla. You can see he's trying to find Juanfran with that pass. Cazorla. Heel from Zui. Pedro. Cazorla looking for Busquets in the centre. It's another corner to Spain here.
Crowd would like them to up the tempo a little bit here.
Says Fabregas do that here. Oh, and it goes over everybody.
Well, the goalkeeper completely misjudged it, went up for it in the air, and he was right underneath the ball.
Abdullah with the clearance. The Saudi Arabian goalkeeper hasn't been too busy though so far. Ball given away though. Exactly by Raul Albiol. Now Shalhoub. And it deflects out for a corner.
Oh, and he had a man coming in at the back post, but good defending.
Lovely little touch at the back there. Busquets then wins it back as well. Cazorla. Lovely work, Santi Cazorla, and it's fallen to him now. And the Spaniard makes it 1-0. It's been a great start to the season for the man who joined Arsenal over the summer. And Santi Cazorla makes it Spain 1, Saudi Arabia 0.
Well, the manager may be scratching his head. This is a good save by the keeper initially, but when he palms it out, he palmed it right out to Cazorla. Great move here. And the shot is a good one. Pedro with the shot. The save is made, but the keeper had no chance. Cazorla is Johnny on the spot, and he was Johnny in the right spot, and he knew exactly what to do with it.
Great work, you have to say as well, from Pedro in the build-up to that. It was his shot that forced the save. You can't really say it was deserved, but still. And Spain, who take the lead, Santi Cazorla's 8th goal for the national side. Again, his first goal, of course, for Arsenal at Anfield last week.
No panic, no fuss. He just tucked it away.
Cazorla on the ball. Back into Benyat.
Well, they're making it look easy now.
Just passing it around in the style in which we've become accustomed with the Spanish side as the pelted in by Benyat.
Came off the bottom of the post, got by the keeper. Abdullah was very, very lucky there. He would have ended up with a lot of egg on his face if that one had gone into the net instead of coming off the post.
Juanfran heads it into Busquets. Just a reminder, this of course is an international friendly. As the header just goes wide. What a great effort that was. Superb stuff from Al-Sharani.
Oh, it's a beautiful header. I mean, and just about the penalty spot. Great delivery on the ball. It's delivered right into where he wants it. He rises to it and just missed the target. I mean, you got to say, Al-Sharani with a great delivery of the ball.
Al-Bishi with a superb delivery. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's Pedro! What a finish! Coolly done from the Barcelona man. He set up the first, he scores the second. It's Spain 2, Saudi Arabia 0.
Really well done. Really well done. Very, very tight angle. Chips it over. No problems.
Pedro, of course, scored against Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup. Wasn't quite enough on that occasion. As Real Madrid won the title, but you feel this time. We've seen Beñat hit the post. Cazorla hit the back of the net. And also now Pedro score. Spain very much on top here now.
Well, Hungary have hit 5. England have hit 5. Goals flying in all around Europe today.
Spain haven't been that good. They've just been clinical in front of goal. What a lovely finish from Pedro.
How about Argentina, Paraguay? That should be a great one.
Once again, the ball's pumped up. The only thing missing really from this first half performance so far from Spain is a Fernando Torres goal. Fabregas. Gerard Piqué. Nacho Monreal, this far side. So that's Fabregas. Oh, lovely ball inside once again. It's like a hot knife through butter, this Spanish attack. Fabregas, though, unable to execute the shot.
Well, at least he didn't look for a penalty kick. They were waiting on him to see if he would look for a penalty kick. But he didn't appeal to anybody, just missed the shot. But again, they're having all kinds of problems at the back.
Defensively, this Saudi Arabia defense just can't contain these Spanish forwards.
And the Republic of Ireland got out of jail too. They beat Kazakhstan 2-1.
They're 1-0 down as well, weren't they, Tommy, at one stage?
They certainly were.
Half an hour gone here. Spain 2, Saudi Arabia 0. Reminder on Twitter, Tommy Smith, ESPN. I'm Dan Thomas, ESPN. If you want to get in contact with us, great to have you along with us. What is a busy day of football here on ESPN. Already seen a number of World Cup qualifiers. This is an international friendly, but still Vicente Del Bosque has gone strong in his starting 11. We've seen goals from Pedro and Santi Cazorla. It's Beñat desperate to feed it through to Fernando Torres there. Sewer looking to close the ball down. El Shirani, who had the best attempt, that header that went just wide. The ball's just spilled by Victor Valdez. Of course, made that high-profile mistake at the Camp Nou. Angel Di Maria scoring in the Spanish Super Cup. Something he's eliminated from his game over recent years, but proved that there's still an element of vulnerability about him. Oh, lovely ball through. Fabregas offside. It's Pedro. Once again, found a little bit of space.
He's clearly offside. So I'm just looking around Europe to see how many Premier League players have scored. Cazorla, Jekyll, Diaby, Van Togen, Van Persie, Lampard. A few more, I guess.
Well, the crowd are certainly enjoying themselves. The Mexico wave going around the stadium here in Galicia. As Saudi Arabia look to rally. Juan though picks the ball up.
Looks like he was playing himself into trouble, but he got out of it rather neatly. Give it away.
It is given away. And Juan goes down in the box, but nothing given out of Suarez.
There's been a couple of giveaways in the back line that have almost caused problems. I think I'm going to start picking draws from now on then.
Right, of course, Tommy does his tips on press pass if you follow us every Thursday.
And you know, when you go looking for, I mean, you could pick Portugal to beat Luxembourg and get 1-10, but I picked Israel to beat Azerbaijan. We're leading 1-0 to draw, 1-1. Thought I had a good bet too at Italy over Bulgaria. Leading 2-1. 90th minute, now it's 2-2, so there's 2 draws.
Yeah. Cazorla. Inside, this goes under Fernando Torres' feet. By the way, speaking of big-name goal scorers, someone called Radamel Falcao has scored for Colombia. 1-0 up against Uruguay. Only 2 minutes of that game. What a season he's had. He hasn't even started yet. Santi Cazorla. Fernando Torres are going to stay on his feet. Good challenge on the edge of the box, and it's brought forward now.
Well, I'm glad I'm not on press pass tonight because Janis is going to be pretty upset. Montenegro 2, Poland 2.
Well, the man who joined Zenit St. Petersburg for a record 50 million euros, Hulk, has gone 1-0 up. 1-0 against South Africa for Brazil. Yes. Side given there against Pedro. Pedro's been in magnificent form in this match. Torres. You see the idea
Well, there's no denying Spain have a lot of talent. And when you look at Germany, Germany played under 21 today and won 3-0, and their seniors are winning 3-0. That's a pretty
consistent.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
Cesc, the ball in. Well, Abdullah comes out. And he's fouled by Gerard Piqué.
But I should also point out that the Dutch won 4-1 over Austria in under 21 as the keeper gets nailed here. Piqué buried him. That's a good run. That's good timing, and that is some pretty finish.
Beautiful finish, isn't it? Old rainbow from Pedro.
Mick Rafter scored for Dundalk, but it wasn't enough. They lost 2-1.
Oh my goodness me, Tommy Smith. Of all the football,
oh yeah,
you have to bring up Dundalk.
Yeah, Dundalk.
So can they not qualify for the World Cup now? Fernando Torres offside.
Fernando Torres still just can't get it going, can he?
With space now. Nacho Monreal to run into. Cazorla. Torres into Benyat.
Well, Torres just didn't anticipate Benyat giving it back to him. Well, the crowd are in a very festive mood, aren't they?
Enjoying themselves. It's just coming up to 11 o'clock here, local time. Fernando Torres, little back heel. Oh, lovely link-up play. Cazorla off the post. Exhibition stuff here from the reigning World Cup champions.
Well, you certainly have to say that Torres was involved in that. Cazorla with a brilliant shot. Just hit the post. I mean, that was vintage Spanish stuff. They just moved the ball around so well. No idea, if you're a defender, you have no idea where they're going to be.
Ball cleared out for another corner for Spain.
Torres with the run, takes it across into the middle, little back heel, lets it go through. Cazorla coming in on that left-hand side. He really nailed it. He nailed that thing.
Look at the technique here, Tommy. Cazorla gets it spot on, doesn't he?
Yeah. Pedro involved again. I think Torres actually misses it. I don't think he was acting as a decoy. The keeper had no chance on that thing.
Beautiful, beautiful effort. Long shot is blocked. Juan Fran. And the shot from close range. Good save, you have to say, by Abdullah, who has been very, very busy. Pedro. Oh, cuts it behind everyone. Fabregas. See left on the floor there for challenge with Albishi.
I mean, that's the danger of these friendlies, of course, is that a player could end the season right here. Fabregas got a really heavy challenge there.
Spain 2, Saudi Arabia 0. Cazorla and Pedro on the score sheet. Also seen Cazorla hit the post. Beñat hit the other post. Beñat on the ball now. Oh, Nacho Monreal drills it across, everyone. They're desperate for Fernando Torres to score in his 100th appearance for Spain.
They're trying to get him into the game. They're trying to set him up. The setup was perfect. Watch him. He's inside of the 6-yard box. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. They give it to him, but he doesn't connect with it. There's no point in giving him the ball if he doesn't get a touch on it. I mean, that thing was set up perfectly for him.
Cazorla looking for Juan Fran down the right. A little flick on from Fabregas. Torres! Would have been the perfect way to end the first half here.
Well, he certainly stayed on side. He had everything going from the ball. Sets up a little bit too high. You normally expect that Torres buries that one. I mean, there's 2 opportunities in a minute, and neither of them end up in the back of the net.
Scored a great goal for Newcastle, didn't he? At Stamford Bridge a couple of weeks ago with the outside of his boot. Would have been quite a romantic end to this first half. Romance not dead yet. Look at all these Spain shirts. And what a...
They were offside.
No. Fernando Torres certainly was. Mansour. Piqué. Lovely footwork from Gerard Piqué. There you were having a go at him, Tommy. Santa Cazorla.
I never had a go on him. I just said people were asking questions about him. You said he was living the nightlife and he was going partying and everything else. I didn't say anything about him.
Beñat, look at him flicking into the centre. Shirari. España, the chant from the sellout crowd here. Piqué. There will be just 1 minute of added time in this international friendly here live on ESPN. Dan Thomas with Tommy Smith. This first half has flown by. Very entertaining.
And Spain are certainly putting on a show for the fans.
Some beautiful stuff, hasn't there been, from the World Cup winners. Juan Fran. Sit back inside and...
The idea was good, the execution a little to be desired. Got to give Saudi Arabia a lot of credit. They haven't come here and laying down. They've come here and decided they're going to make a game of it, and that's why it's so entertaining.
Piqué with the free kick. And there goes the half-time whistle. Vicente Del Bosque will be satisfied with what he's seen so far in this match. Pedro's effort was saved by Abdullah, but Santi Cazorla was on hand to hit it home. And then Pedro with a beautiful chip. Santi Cazorla returning the favour. No surprises here, but some fantastic football with Spain 2, Saudi Arabia 0.
Baseball tells the story of the extraordinary. May 2nd, 2012, Jared Weaver tosses the 10th no-hitter in Angels history.
And Casilla lifts one out toward right. Torrey Hunter giving chase, still going back. Jared Weaver has still hit the Minnesota Twins. Oh, man.
Be there for the moments you won't forget. Yankees-Orioles, live today on ESPN.
The battle for poker's ultimate prize is here. The game's hottest players are all in for a jackpot worth over $8.5 million and some bling.
The only way you're going to beat me is if you get lucky. We play 16 hours straight to get to the final table.
From Las Vegas, the 2012 World Series of Poker main event, Sunday on ESPN.
The NFL returns to ESPN with more action from Week 1. Big Ben Roethlisberger leads the mighty Steelers into battle where they take on Denver. Superstar Peyton Manning makes his debut as a Bronco in one of the most anticipated games of the year. Steelers Broncos live Monday on ESPN, the home of the NFL. The 2014 World Cup qualifiers continue on ESPN.
What's a goal?
Watch as your elite look to book their tickets to Brazil. This Wednesday, Italy, Malta, live on ESPN.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake.
This is Kobe Bryant.
I'm Tim Tebow.
I'm Sugar Shane Mosley.
I'm Venus Williams.
And you're watching Sports Center.
Sports Center.
Sports Center.
Sports Center.
Sports Center.
The pride and passion is back. Every week, the game's biggest contenders and rivals clash in the drive to a national championship.
Down the middle, got it! Touchdown, USA!
Experience the excitement and glory of college football.
Explodes, breaks free, all the barbecue you
Florida,
want,
Texas A&M, live Sunday on ESPN.
There is nothing funny in 500 cubic inches of fury.
Oh, here we go, here we go! Look at this.
Good job.
Get ready for raw speed and power. NHRA. It's louder on ESPN.
Welcome back to Pontevedra. Should we show you the goals then? Let's take a look at what's been happening so far in the first half here in Galicia. Nice work from Pedro. Brilliant stuff from Pedro, in fact. Santi Cazorla quite happy to take that one.
Well, you feel for Abdullah. He made a good save here, but when he parries it out, Santi Cazorla just takes his time, knocks it down. It's not that easy, but it was an easy put away in the end.
Saudi Arabia up against Spain here today. And this was their best opportunity. The header just wide from Al-Shirani. And then Spain really went for it. Pedro, look at this for a finish.
Oh. That is just as pretty a bulge in the Olongian bag as you're going to see. Inside and a little job just over the keeper. Give him absolutely no chance.
Fernando Torres' run as he looked to play it into Pedro, and it was Santi Cazorla then who hit the crossbar and the post at the same time. It's been all Spain for many This is the best international team ever, and they've been putting on a show here today against Saudi Arabia. As here in Pontevedra at half-time, it's Spain 2, Saudi Arabia 0.
The 2014 World Cup qualifiers continue on ESPN.
What's a goal?
Watch as your elite look to book their tickets to Brazil. This Wednesday, Italy, Malta, live on ESPN.
Baseball tells the story of the extraordinary. May 2nd, 2012, Jared Weaver tosses the 10th no-hitter in Angels history.
And Casilla lifts one out toward right. Torrey Hunter giving chase, still going back. Jared Weaver has now hit the Minnesota Twins. Oh, man.
Be there for the moments you won't forget. Yankees, Orioles, live today on ESPN.
Watch the UEFA Champions League live on your laptop, tablet, or mobile. ESPN3.com. Anytime, anywhere. Log on today.
The battle for poker's ultimate prize is here. The game's hottest players are all in for a jackpot worth over $8.5 million and some bling.
The only way you're going to beat me is if you get lucky. We play 16 hours straight to get to the final table.
From Las Vegas, the 2012 World Series of Poker main event, Sunday on ESPN.
Now is the time, it's our night. Everybody take a photo, take a phone and make this moment last. Like an autograph, fast forward. So everybody raise a glass, gonna celebrate and have a good time. Tonight, the rest of your life.
The pride and passion are back. Every week, the game's biggest contenders and rivals clash in the drive to a national championship.
Down the middle, got it! Touchdown, USA!
Experience the excitement and glory of college football.
Explodes, breaks free. All the barbecue you want, young man.
Washington, LSU, live Sunday on ESPN.
There is nothing funny in 500 cubic inches of fury.
Good job.
Get ready for raw speed and power. NHRA. It's louder on ESPN.
The Champions League returns next week. And what a way to kick things off. The Spanish champions, 9 times winners of the European Cup, Real Madrid, take on the winners of the Barclays Premier League, the richest club in the world, Manchester City. It's Real Madrid against Manchester City, and it is live from the Santiago Bernabeu here on ESPN. Check your local listings. So many subplots going into this tie. Group D, the group of death, of course, Borussia Dortmund and Ajax as well make up the 14 group. But without a doubt, this is the choice tie of the opening round of matches in the Champions League. And it's a tie you can see live, of course, here on ESPN. Check your local listings for kickoff times. What a match. What an event. It will be Real Madrid against Manchester City in the Champions League.
Baseball tells of the no-hitter in Angels history.
And Casilla lifts one out toward right. Torrey Hunter giving chase, still going back. Jared Weaver has now hit the Minnesota Twins. Oh, man.
Be there for the moments you won't forget. Yankees, Orioles, live today on ESPN.
Now is the time, it's
Welcome once again to the ESPN FC Press Pass studio. I'm Dan Thomas, alongside me, Robbie Mustoe, Robbio and Shaka Hislop. It's that time of the week to answer another one of your questions. This has come to us via Twitter at ESPN Press Pass. It's a good one. Who do you think is better as a number 9, RVP or Falcao?
Great question. Two brilliant players, but I'm going to go for Falcao. I think he is more of an all-round number 9, and let's face it, Van Persie had an awful Euro, so Falcao for me.
I'm going to follow Robbie Mustoe's man love for Falcao. I just think the injuries of Van Persie and in his age slightly go against him. I think Falcao a more complete centre forward.
It's unanimous. I'm going to go for Falcao as well. When you see the goals he scored, the amount, the different types and the consistency, I think he's the best striker that European football has seen since Batistuta.
Oof, a clean sweep then for Falcao. Keep your questions coming to us at ESPN Press Pass.
The battle for poker's ultimate prize is here. The game's hottest players are all in for a jackpot worth over $8.5 million and some bling.
The only way you're going to beat me is if you get lucky. We play 16 hours straight to get to the final table.
From Las Vegas, the 2012 World Series of Poker main event, Sunday on ESPN.
Monday Night Football returns to ESPN for the 2012 season with a huge doubleheader. First, we have an AFC North showdown when the Bengals take on the ferocious Ravens. Then, the Chargers battle the Raiders. It's a Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bengals, Ravens, Chargers, Raiders. Live Tuesday on ESPN, the home of the NFL.
Well, the Champions League is back on ESPN. Check your local listings. For Chelsea against Juventus, another cracking tie that the draw has thrown up. The Italian champions up against the side who currently sit atop the Barclays Premier League. Live on ESPN. Meanwhile, here in Pontevedra, we're just waiting for both teams to reappear for the second half here of Spain against Saudi Arabia. Let's just confirm the fixtures and results for some of the groups in the World Cup. Croatia 1, Macedonia 0, Wales 0, Belgium 2. In Group B, Malta 0, Armenia 1, Bulgaria 2, Italy 2. A big surprise there, Tommy.
Certainly is a big surprise for the Italians, but they always start slow in competition, so not to worry yet.
Denmark against the Czech Republic play tomorrow. In Group C, Kazakhstan 1, Republic of Ireland 2. Not exactly the most convincing of performances, Tommy.
No, they didn't play very well at all. They were 1-0 down for a long, long time, got a penalty kick, and then they got 3 points out of it, but a lot of work for Trapattoni.
Germany 3, the Faroe Islands 0. Elsewhere, Iceland with a 2-0 victory over Norway. Russia beating Northern Ireland by 2-0. Azerbaijan 1, Israel 1, and Portugal just got the 3 points. Ronaldo on the score sheet as they beat Luxembourg by 2-1. More results. The biggest result of the day came in Liechtenstein, Bosnia and Herzegovina, beating them by 8-1. Lithuania 1, Slovakia 1, Lithuania 1, Greece 2. In Group H, Montenegro 2, Poland 2, Moldova 0, England 5. And in Group I, Georgia 1, Belarus 0, Finland 0, France 1. Of course, that is Spain's group. Spain take on Georgia next week. Xavi. And coming on, a number of substitutions as you would expect in a friendly then here made by Vicente Del Bosque. But be patient with us as we try and cast our eye around the pitch and try and work out who's gone where and where's gone what and what's happened. 2-0. Here's the scoreline with that man in your shots. Pedro has been fantastic. That's a really helpful shot. Sergio Ramos coming on. Imagine that would be for Gerard Piqué. Sergio Ramos bearing down on that 100 mark as Fernando Torres celebrates 100 caps today for Spain. It's Saudi Arabia. We start us off playing left to right on your screens, all in white, and it's an early opportunity for them as the block is made. Looks like Sergi Busquets has come off for Xavi to replace him. We'll confirm that in a moment as Fernando Torres looks for some space. And he gets a free kick. More and more as this game goes on, you'll see the Spanish players desperately trying to find Torres for his goal in his 100th game.
But it's okay to do that. I mean, considering it's a friendly. I mean, if you were in a competitive game, the boss might have a few things to say. The gaffer wouldn't be at all happy.
The boss or the gaffer?
Both. The boss and the gaffer.
Xavi then stood over this free kick. It'll be his first touch really since coming on as a half-time substitute. Xavi with the effort! Oh! It's gone in! I think it must have maybe gone through the netting. It took us all by surprise slightly. But Spain score. Xavi with the goal, his first touch. It's Spain 3, Saudi Arabia 0. Let's take a look at this again, Tommy. What's exactly happened here?
It's quite weird. It's absolutely weird. Watch it. There's the ball on its way in, and that's exactly what happens. It goes right through the net. There's a little stanchion at the back holding up the net, but watch that. The ball is definitely in the net. It comes back out of it, and the keeper knocks it down. Watch what happens here. It's going to hit the stanchion in the back.
Oh.
There it is. And it hits the keeper coming back out, and it didn't go through the net. My apologies to the net maker, but the keeper knocked it wide of the target. Very strange, very weird goal. That little stanchion in the back could cause a lot of problems. I don't think it should be there.
It's a goal that most definitely counts, though.
Yes.
There's Xavi with his 12th goal at international level. Makes it Spain 3, Saudi Arabia 0. No one was quite sure about that, but it certainly counts. And Nacho Monreal. Confirmations of the substitute. Sergio Ramos has indeed come on for Gerard Piqué. Meanwhile, it's Benyat who has made way for Xavi. As Iniesta warms up. Dear me. Saudi Arabia players are supposed to be looking at that lineup and saying, oh dear. Cazorla is it forward. You can see Benyat still on. So it's obviously not Benyat who's made way for Xavi. I think it may have been Cesc Fabregas. And there's Busquets set across to Xavi.
Cesc Fabregas has to be getting very frustrated with the amount of times he's substituted.
Benyat! Abdullah with the save. Sorry to interrupt, Tommy.
That's okay. I mean, the shot was more important. Lines it up nicely, but just couldn't hit it right. Good save.
Oh, there's the goal. You can see why everyone was a little confused. Albici. Five minutes gone in this second half. Spain already scoring. Iniesta, of course, knows Frank Rijkaard very well. Played under him at Barcelona. Rijkaard left. Guardiola, of course, came in and took over. Able to get the ball out, and in the end it's brought forward by Otaif. Referee not happy with a foul. David Villa, what a moment this is for him. It must have been so difficult during the Euros to watch from the sidelines, continuing his recuperation. But he's to come on here. Now, will he? I imagine it will be a straight swap with Torres. Torres had that one shot he hit on the half volley that went wide. Nacho Monreal. Xavi.
Well, lots of movement, lots of good times on the ball, but nothing coming off it.
Here we are then. Well, he couldn't score his 100th cap, Fernando Torres, but still a night to remember for the man who captained the side here today. Fernando Torres coming off, and for the first time since November 2011, David Villa coming on. What a reception for the top scorer in the history of Spanish football. It's his 83rd cap. In his previous 82 matches for the Spanish side, he scored 51 goals.
Pretty impressive tally, and a very popular player as well.
Villa, of course, scored on his return to Barcelona in La Liga this season.
Well, Spain continued to tie with the opposition here. Oh, that was a lucky break.
An important touch in the centre there from Hawazi. Ooh, he left his foot in, didn't he, there on Real Albiol. So, Halabi, he's shown the yellow card.
Well, I guess it's early in the season, isn't it? But, I mean, teams like Osasuna and Real Sociedad played in the friendly today. Valladolid and Athletic Bilbao played in the friendly. I mean, you'd imagine you get a weekend off, you might take it.
Well, it's just all part of a little bit of pre-season, though, isn't it? It's not as if they've worked hard to get a rest. Only seen, what, 3 games in La Liga so far? Cazorla. Fine for him. David Villa. Nacho Monreal. Villa. Nice run off the ball there from Massour, but they were able to find him.
Well, it would be hard to see Spain giving up a score at this stage the way this game has gone. It'd be a huge surprise if they did.
David Villa. The various the Spanish FA, the president's box. Abdul Al-Qurari coming on. Villa. Pedro, a bit of space. Oh, he smacks his teammate David Villa right in the face. And Iniesta. Oh, Saudi Arabians be happy to see him coming on.
Yeah, just what you need, right? Iniesta coming into the game as Pedro takes the shot and he clips it off the side of David Villa's head.
Pedro looking over. He's been my man in the match, I think, Tommy. I think he's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's played much better than he has in the first couple of games in La Liga, hasn't he?
Given the opportunity here from Del Bosque, certainly Pedro has shone. Now, rare attack from Saudi Arabia on this far side, and the header. Once again, Al-Shirani, the target man. Unable to hit the target.
Well, again, this is one of the few times that they've really gotten themselves into a situation where they could capitalise. A lovely ball delivered across into the middle, but again, he nods it up over the top.
And Busquets coming off. What a rousing reception. Andres Iniesta.
Well, Del Bosque knew exactly what was going to happen, and he knew the reception he was going to get.
And David Silva to come on to replace Santi Cazorla. Silva, who was surprised, like many Manchester City fans, that he didn't feature in that 2-2 draw against Liverpool at Anfield.
Well, that's the problem when you're playing against Spain, isn't it? You look down the bench and who's going to come on? I mean,
just incredible depth.
Yeah.
Silva. Trying to get with David Villa, of course, teammates as they were. Valencia.
It's tough to get the ball back in this kind of a situation, isn't it?
Xavi. Knocks it back inside, picked up by Benyats. David Villa. Villa looking to go through. Nacho Monreal's caught, and it's a penalty. And how I'm sure Fernando Torres wishes he was still on the pitch. Without a doubt, El Niño would be taking it.
Who will take it? Xavi? Iniesta?
Oh, maybe David Villa.
Villa, yeah. Since he won it.
It was Nacho Monreal.
Well, he was the one that went flying, but Villa makes sure that the ball still stays there. He gave himself up. And I mean, there's not much question that it's a penalty kick. It is, for sure.
Abdullah then against David Villa. Mind games coming on here from the Saudi Arabia goalkeeper, taking his time. David Villa looking to mark his return to international football from the penalty spot, and he does. So he takes his tally to 52 international goals. A great return for him, as he did for Barcelona in La Liga. He's done now for Spain.
It's simple. Send the goalkeeper the wrong way, and you have an empty net to shoot it, and that's exactly what he did.
And a substitution, another one here for Frank Rijkaard, as he just changes things up slightly. Khalid Ahmad coming on. And David Villa was a figure they obviously missed in the Euros. Of course, they experimented with the 4-5-0 really, as David Villa set through. He's onside. No support for Villa. Nacho Monreal just coming from behind here now. In the end, Villa gives it away. Maybe just showing a little bit of lack of sharpness there, Villa.
Yeah, you'd imagine if you're that far ahead, the touch just let him down a little, wasn't it? He walked in ahead of the field, but just couldn't get the proper touch onto it.
Monreal. To Iniesta. Eka the chance from the fans here. Well, week it's been for his side. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo not celebrating after that win against Granada. And then coming out and saying that he was sad. That caused chaos, really, in Spain.
I have never heard of somebody being sad that caused so much chaos. People are sad every day of the week, every hour, every minute, every second of the day, and there's no chaos about it. But as soon as Ronaldo says he's sad, the whole world basically stops spinning. He's going to come in and play as a centre forward, Casillas.
I don't. 25 minutes on the clock. Does look like Casillas is going to come on. So he's having a little warm up.
Goalkeepers have to warm up too. I must take that up with Xhaka.
I don't know, Tommy. How many times has Victor Valdez touched this ball in this game? Monreal winning the penalty. Malaga lost a lot of players during the summer, well, certainly big players in Sandy Cazorla. He moved to Arsenal. Although the owner of Malaga coming out and saying that he's still fully behind the club. Only time will tell how committed he is. As David Villa's onside again. Pedro. He's had a quieter second half. Quite wrap his boot around that one.
Well, he's trying to bend it in. David Villa plays it back to him. Great idea, just didn't execute it properly.
Monreal to Iniesta. Little turn from David Villa. Ball played out by Hussawi. Benyat looks like he can play all 90 minutes here. The Real Betis midfielder. It's only his third cap. Has looked comfortable though, hasn't he? And a throw in for Saudi Arabia on the far side. Victor Valdez. Grab a cup of tea. Medel plays quite happily in the corner because he's had very little to do in this second half.
And the way things are going, it's highly unlikely that he is going to have much to do. It's been one-way traffic most of the time.
It really has been hit. We're just going to see another substitution from Frank Rijkaard. As Mouta is going to come off. Oh, come on, sorry. Replacing Al-Dusari. Also coming on. .20 minutes remaining. Spain 4, Saudi Arabia 0. Cazorla that opened the scoring, then a beautiful effort from Pedro made it 2-0. A goal that many thought wasn't from Xavi. Came in and out as quickly as it entered. But the goal given. David Villa from the penalty spot, making it 4-0. Silva, his traditional 21.
You just wonder what kind of a season will Silva have now. I thought he had an exceptional one last year. You just wonder where the plans are going to go this year, where he's going to fit.
Lot to live up to. Expectations high for David Silva. A little bit more midfield support now. Javi Garcia's there, not called up to the international squad. And he moved from Benfica. %71% of possession for Spain. There's David Villa. It's out for a goal kick. I think of all your tips, Tommy, I imagine this would have been the worst odds, would it not? Spain to beat Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, it was something like 1 to 25.
Dear me. Iker Casillas then, I think he'll come on for Victor Valdez. Great ovation for Valdez. He'll be even better, I imagine, for Iker Casillas. Very popular member of this Spanish side. Of course, not just a member, the leader, the captain. Those iconic pictures of him lifting the trophies in 2008, 2010 and 2012.
Yeah, Valdez is just, it's all about timing, isn't it? I mean, he came on the scene just at the wrong time. When Casillas is around, it's going to be very hard to keep him out of goal. Quite a performance here by the Spaniards. That's still a very strange looking goal.
It's an amazingly good goal because it was so accurate. But as a spectacle, I agree, Tommy, it does look a bit weird.
Great run down through the middle. It's probably a very clear reflection of what the game is.
Most certainly, as it's gone on, you can just see Saudi Arabia completely out of their depth against this sort of quality of football.
Well, having said that, I suppose most countries in the world are out of their depth against Spain.
It's an excellent point. Ramos. Beñat. Cleared out as far as Sergio Ramos.
Very few touches for Sergio Ramos is coming in the game.
Yeah, you could have played in defence, I think, Tommy, quite comfortably. Ball into the box from Nacho Monreal. And he goes out for a throw-in. Oh, and here's the goal that we missed.
Well, Pedro was right down the middle.
We have to apologise for that. Obviously, our directors, I think, must have been concentrating on other things. As it's Spain 5, Saudi Arabia 0. What a game for Pedro, Tommy. Superb stuff. And the long shot, wide from Xavi.
Cambio en la selección de Arabia Saudí. Se retira del terreno de juego con el dorsal 11, Nasir Al-Sarani.
Nasir Al-Sarani coming off.
Con el dorsal 9, Mohamed Al-Salabi.
Mohamed Al-Salabi to replace him.
It's a good warm-up for Spain for the game when it will mean something on Tuesday.
That's on Tuesday against Georgia. For viewers in the US, you can see that on ESPN3.com.
I mean, it would be incredible if Spain could go ahead and win another World Cup, wouldn't it?
Well, they are favourites.
A lot of football to be played yet.
Indeed. A lot of matches to get through. There's a lot of talent being assembled. Argentina, Brazil, Germany.
Brazil at home is probably going to be a little bit tough to get by.
And the pressure that's going to be on the Brazilian side there as we just look at this replay with Xavi's effort.
There's been a few of those today that have gone just wide of the target.
First time Pedro has ever scored twice for Spain since he did it. Last 5-0 win for Spain back in February when they beat Venezuela by this very scoreline. The ball is pulled back, they'll flick on. And Silva was trying to pick his place to shoot. Iniesta. It's a corner.
Well, there's a comedy of errors in there, and Iniesta wants to know, did I get the corner kick or not? The referee said, no, you didn't. It's a goal kick. Watch what happens here. You give the ball away, you give it away a second time, third time, Iniesta comes in here, and he felt that the defender knocked it away, and I think maybe he has a good case. Watch the boot coming from behind. Yes, that should have been a corner kick, and yes, that was perfectly right. So were you. Not that I ever doubted you. But I had to see the replay.
10 minutes remaining, and it looks like we're going to see another substitution here. Looks like it'll be Osama Hawasi Awi to come off to replace him. It will be number 5, Mohamed Al-Bishi.
Well, you get the ball up this end of the field, you need to put a little bit of pressure on. You can't let Spain just get away with it. They got what they wanted. Casillas got a touch.
Iniesta to Nacho Monreal. Silva to Sergio Ramos. Oh, a bit of a shorter haircut than we're used to seeing. Do you like it, Tommy?
You're asking my opinion of a haircut? Yeah, it looks good on him.
Oh, there you go, you see.
As long as his temper didn't get short with his hair, Real Madrid and Spain will be fine. I don't know why you want to give the ball away like that. And then Juanfran just bowls him over.
Yeah, free kick then here for Saudi Arabia. Almosa stood over this set piece. He drills it straight to Iker Casillas, and that's his first touch since coming on as a substitute. And a resounding reception from the home fans here at the Estadio Municipal de Pasarón.
If he had beaten Casillas in that situation, there would be a lot of very disappointed fans in this ground.
Villa just goes out for a throw-in. Iniesta. David Villa. It's Nacho Monreal. Lovely ball through. The linesman's flag's up though. Goal doesn't count for David Silva. As we're into the last 5 minutes of this international friendly, live here on ESPN.
Well, this was pretty easy to call.
Spain 5, Saudi Arabia 0. As we can see, another substitution here for Saudi Arabia. Mansour, new player to be booked in the game. So come off. Al-Sarani to replace him. Final 5 minutes here. Well, this has been a walk in the park, really, hasn't it, for Spain? Well, a handball there given against Albion.
But really, it's the job you want before a big game that you have to win. I mean, you didn't want to come in here and get a lot of hassle. You just wanted to have a light run through.
Can they get a consolation goal here, Saudi Arabia? Otaif to take it.
Didn't even get a consolation shot on target. It's an impressive list, isn't it? Pedro and two of them. And your man of the match award as well.
Well, that'll be the most special thing, I think, for him.
How can he really take it all?
Get World Cup medals and European trophies. That man of the match award, which I'm not even eligible to give. Very special for him. Colombia now 3-0 up against Uruguay. Iniesta. Monreal. Pedro still full of running. He's offside there, though.
Well, it would be a nice thing to get all those other awards and a hat-trick as well, wouldn't it?
Almosa. Sharan. final seconds playing out here. I doubt we're going to see more than the 90 minutes played with the score as it is. Lovely football. Great stuff here from Spain.
They can turn it on whenever they can and ever they want to in a game like this.
Xavi plays it across, headed out. There will be 3 minutes of added time. Nacho Monreal. Back to Iker Casillas. Ramos clears it out, goes out for a throw-in. Iniesta. For David Villa. Ball drilled across. Oh, what an opportunity that was. A good effort, it must be said. Al-Fanani just drags the shot across the goal.
Casillas to the rescue.
And there it is, the final whistle. Vicente Del Bosque more than happy to see his team take the victory here in what was essentially a warm-up match ahead of Tuesday's clash with Georgia in the World Cup qualifiers. It was Cazorla who opened the scoring, and then Pedro with a brace. Xavi and David Villa also on the score sheet as it finished here. Spain 5. Saudi Arabia 0.
The 2014 World Cup qualifiers continue on ESPN.
What's it go?
Watch as your elite look to book their tickets to Brazil. This Wednesday, Italy, Malta, live on ESPN.
The pride and passion is back. Every week, the game's biggest contenders and rivals clash in the drive to a national championship.
Down the middle, got it! Touchdown, USA!
Experience the excitement and glory of college football.
Explodes, breaks free, all the barbecue you
Florida,
want, man.
Texas A&M, live Sunday on ESPN.
The NFL returns to ESPN with more action from Week 1. Big Ben Roethlisberger leads the mighty Steelers into battle where they take on Denver. Superstar Peyton Manning makes his debut as a Bronco in one of the most anticipated games of the year. Steelers Broncos live Monday on ESPN, the home of the NFL.
The battle for poker's ultimate prize is here. The game's hottest players are all in for a jackpot worth over $8.5 million and some bling.
The only way you're going to beat me is if you get lucky. We play 16 hours straight to get to the final table.
From Las Vegas, the 2012 World Series of Poker main event, Sunday on ESPN.
What a goal! Watch the UEFA Champions League live on your laptop, tablet, or mobile. ESPN3.com. Anytime, anywhere. Log on today.
Baseball tells the story of the extraordinary. May 2nd, 2012. Jared Weaver tosses the 10th no-hitter in Angels history.
And Casilla lifts one out toward right. Torrey Hunter giving chase, still going back. Jared Weaver has now hit the Minnesota Twins.
Be there for the moments you won't forget. Yankees, Orioles, live today on ESPN. Match Day 1, September 19th and 20th on ESPN.
Welcome back. Let's take you through all the goals then. It took 23 minutes for Spain to open their account. Look at this for the run from Pedro.
Yeah, it was a pretty special goal when it did come. Good save by the keeper here, but it's knocked out. And Santi Cazorla said, "Thank you for the gift. I will deposit this one."
He certainly did deposit it. What a great start to the season Santi Cazorla is having. 4 minutes later, Cazorla this time playing it through to Pedro, who did this.
"I'll deposit it too," he said. Slightly different manner, little rainbow job, up and over the keeper. Counts exactly the same, 2-0.
Beautiful finish from Pedro. Pay attention if you're watching this at the first time. This is a goal. Xavi scores it. Whatever you might think.
Yeah, and you're going to have to pay attention because they're not showing you a replay. Look at that. It's knocked out behind the keeper. It comes off the stanchion. Believe me, it was a goal.
Definitely, no doubt about it. Nacho Monreal brought down in the box. David Villa steps up.
This is a goal also.
And scores.
Classy goal. Return to international duty.
And then this is the Pedro goal, the second one. David Silva feeding a lovely ball through and Pedro lifting it over the top.
Lovely ball down through the middle. He runs onto it. Makes it look easy.
Man of the match performance from Pedro. Myself and Tommy will be back tomorrow. Denmark against the Czech Republic in Group B of the World Cup qualifiers. Juventus's Nicholas Bentner, of course, on show for the Danes. Check your local listings when that game is going to kick off. Well, Spain, the first team, of course, in the history of international football to win 3 tournaments in a row. They impressed here today. Thank you very much for joining us. This has been a production of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. From myself, Dan Thomas, and Tommy Smith. Till next time, bye-bye.
It's a new season, of course, but some things don't change.
A new beginning.
It is caught for a touchdown for the Colts. A great throw by Andrew.
A first impression.
Your owner went on national TV and said you can never have too much Tebow.
A shadow of doubt.
Can we replace Sean Payton? No. Can we replace Coach Vitt? No.
A fall from grace.
What a throw by Aaron Rodgers.
A ticket to New Orleans.
You can't get out there and stand in awe of these guys.
They're back.
with a full roster in the Bayou. Didn't see that one coming. Welcome into SportsCenter with Jay Harris. I'm Bram Weinstein. We thought the first good headline of 2012 for the Saints would come on Sunday. We were wrong about that.
Yeah, it happened today. The players in the Saints bounty case have won their appeal. Their suspensions have been